Okay, and we are live. Welcome everybody to another episode of You Know What? Let me just say podcast. I am your host Ray. With me as always we have Dion.
Good evening.
Listen, how's everything going with you, Dion?
Pretty good. A little chaotic on my side because I just recently moved and all, but other than that, yeah.
I wouldn't say chaotic on my side, but I've been trying to keep myself busy. Been trying new things too with the podcast and all that other stuff. So, but it's good. I feel like if the others coming, they're coming, but it's good to have the people's back so we can go ahead and talk about some shit that doesn't happen. And it's been a while, so like there's a lot of stuff happened. So I'm gonna probably I still have some notes, but I'm gonna cut the fat out of some of them. So, but as always, we're gonna start with wrestling because we are wrestling fans. And let's start with what's been going on. The immortal one, Hulk Hogan, done passed away due to cardiac arrest, if I'm correct. Now,
Mm.
now, this is one of those things where, like, because of who Hulk Hogan is, I should be bawling my eyes out. Like, I should be on the floor. I should be like a black woman in church, like, Lord, take me now. Why him, not me? But you know the feeling, but I don't. It's like the,
It's,
and
it's
this
mixed
continues.
emotions, mixed emotions.
Yeah,
That's the only way I can put it. Mixed emotions.
this continues my whole statement of it is hard being a black fan and a wrestling fan, a black man and a wrestling fan, or a black wrestling fan. But I want to start with you, Dion. How do you feel now about Hulk Hogan's passing?
It's like this, right? And I'm sure anyone listening to this will probably mirror this sentiment. I respect what he's done for for pro wrestling as a whole. You know, he he kind of helped make it, make it what it is today. Putting out, he really put professional wrestling on the map in terms of mainstream media. You know what I mean? However, there's a lot of negative, especially as a black person, like you said, that we just cannot ignore. And it's just like I I don't know I don't know what to say. I I don't want to I don't want to be that bitter like, oh, fuck him, whatever, whatever, because I don't want to wish death or nothing negative on nobody. You feel me? But at the same time, like, I'm not gonna ignore the type of person that he was. You gotta acknowledge everything about this man if you want to talk about it. In my opinion, good, bad, and ugly, and there's a lot of ugly. There's his, I want to say, personal escapades that have been made public. There's, some of the racially fueled things he's done instead. I mean, so it's like if it's one of those. I feel like if we're going to talk about Hulk Hogan, we discuss everything about Hogan. You know, don't paint this man as um don't paint this man like a saint because he wasn't. I mean, he uh, again, I'm having trouble finding words because again,
You're feeling it.
I'm not sure what to say about this dude.
You're feeling it.
I'm not sure what to say about him. I appreciate what he's done for pro wrestling, but there's too much.
Look. Look. You're feeling that same way about like when I said this before. When Bray Wyatt died, I was bawling my eyes out. I cried because he was my favorite wrestler, and like even talking about him, I can feel myself tearing up a bit. I'm not gonna cry, but I can feel myself tearing up a bit because how much I liked him as a wrestler, as a person, and like I said, someone as iconic as Hulk Hogan, and yes, black people, I am going to call them iconic. I get it too, and trust me, black people, I get it. I feel the same way. I feel it's like, cause I know there's black people is like I'm smoking on a Hogan pack. I would call it that real American pack if I was y'all. I am a real American, but I get
Sit
it.
here and pretend that I something about myself when it was all said and done. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend.
Yeah, you're
But
like the jokes are
because
funny.
again, I know what I know about the man. So like,
And to me, that was the sad part. It was like the more you knew about him, the more you realized, damn, Hulk Hogan was an asshole about not putting people over, about but at the same time, I
he
know a lot
straight
of
up
wrestlers are
ruined
like,
certain people's careers. Dog. It goes bigger than just him not putting so and so over. He's outright ruined some wrestlers' careers.
yeah, it's like it's so much that goes into Hulk Hogan. Not even just the racist thing, but like him lying about things and like. But I get it. He is a brand. That red and yellow is like when you think red and yellow, you're not thinking of the Kansas City Chiefs, even though Patrick Mahomes has been on fire for these past 5 years. You're thinking of Hulk Hogan. I think anytime I see red and yellow, the first person I think of is Hulk Hogan. I don't think of nothing else. Um, just like when I see pink and black, I think Bret Hart. Or when I see a bunch of hearts, I think of Shawn Michaels. Like, or like a broken skull, you think it's Stone Cold. You like it's just things that you just see that's iconic and all that other stuff. When I think of Slim Jim, I do think of Macho Man Randy Savage though. I'm not gonna. um, but yeah, it's just with that being said, and like I said, black people, and I'm specifically talking to black people. If you still want to smoke that Hogan pack, I'm not going to put that against you. But at the same time, it's just like, and you don't have to, but like that man is still an icon. I'm not going to take away what he did for the business, and this is like the black wrestling fan part of me, because it's just like I'm not going to take away what he did for the business. I'm not going to take away what he did for the industry, and like hell, even without Hogan, we probably wouldn't get some of our favorite black wrestlers that we have, and some of the wrestlers that we like. Because I know Chelsea Green, like she said something, and like she had to take it down because people was getting at her and all that other stuff. And I was like, that's not fair. It's like some of these people, like I'm not going to get at Matt Cardona or Zack Ryder because he grew up on
I
Hogan.
want to say something about that real quick.
Huh?
I want to say something about the Chelsea Green thing real quick.
Go ahead.
Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I didn't see her original post that she ended up taking down or whatever. By the time I realized what was going on, I guess she had already deleted it or whatever the case may be. But the way people were coming at her in the comments of the apology she posted, y'all niggas is out of pocket. She ain't deserve all that. And that's all I want to say about that. Those people really like cussing and fussing at this woman like she did, like she committed a crime or some shit. And all the woman did was state her opinion on on Hulk Hogan's passing and shit. She ain't deserve all that animosity. I'm sorry. Seeing that shit made me mad.
I know because you like Chelsea Green, but
Right.
there was people they was bashing the fuck out of Chelsea Green. I felt bad for her because I was just like, um, let her be her. Again, like Hulk Hogan was a hero. This is probably why they tell you never meet your idols. So that's another thing. Like the whole spiel of never meeting your idols. That's another. That's. Whew. This is why I never want to meet Michael Jordan. Like I know he's an asshole, but like I put Jordan on a very high pedestal. And people, if you ask me if I want to meet Jordan, I probably would say no, because it would ruin what I would think of Jordan. So, but I have met some of my heroes like the Black Power Ranger and the Black Yellow Ranger. That was good, but that was at BlurCon. But other than that, it's just like it's like they say never meet your idols, and then that's it. But any last words before we move on to our next topic?
Leave Chelsea Green alone. Shit. Tired of you niggas.
Okay, on to our next topic, and we're gonna stay on wrestling a bit here. Um, both AEW, hell, all of wrestling. I think all of wrestling has been putting on bangers of pay per view shows, you name it, whatever. It has been a phenomenal year of wrestling. So I wanted to ask you, in your opinion, who do you think has been like, and we're not even throughout the year yet. What do you think has been the best part about wrestling we've been getting this year?
That's a tough one.
Because AEW, look, AEW just put on banger. TNA, their Slammiversary. Slammiversary was really good. Um, WWE, they've been doing their shits. Um, Wrestle. This wasn't the best WrestleMania, but night two, I still think saved it. But they still been putting on some good shows. Naomi winning women's championship. I don't even think we discussed yet, haven't we?
We haven't had a chance to talk about that, and she's had that belt what, like 3 weeks now?
Yeah, and that's my fault. Oh, Father done entered the chat too, so this is just perfect timing. What's going on, Father?
Did you just start or am I late?
Hmm.
Just started. We just got done discussing Hulk Hogan.
Whatever. Anyway,
I, I was saying there's been a phenomenal year in wrestling. So I was like, what do y'all think has been?
Hulk Hogan, and I'm like, bro.
Yeah, I've been saying this has been a phenomenal year of wrestling. So I was like, what is the standout of the wrestling so far? Anybody can go. I don't know who.
I'm
It said like
sorry.
it's
I'm like doing like three things at once. Excuse me.
Always the busy man. I would. What'd you think, Dion? You come up with an answer yet? Because, like I said, it is a tough one.
um I'm really liking what's been going on with AEW for one. I'm the person I've got my eyes on right now on AEW honestly is Wheeler Yuta. Because after what just happened with him and Adam Page, huh, I'm wondering how that Death Rider faction is gonna progress going forward.
I think AEW been putting on some bigger pay per views. I've been saying that. Courtesy of Father, I've been able to watch some of the AEW matches, and ooh, did you see the one with Moxley and Hangman Page?
Yeah, yeah. That ending, wow.
Bro, bro, yeah. I don't think we praise John Moxley enough to what he be putting his body through. That better that better nail spot is going to live in my head for a while. But that whole pay per view was good too. Like that whole pay per view was good. WWE, I think I've been liking their choices now. Making Naomi the world champion, I think that's good, and she's been having a great heel run too. Um, Goldberg hurting himself again, but then getting his final speech cut off. I thought that was funny. Um, shit. But
I feel like that title match was a waste.
it was a waste. We all knew it was a waste. Like they could honestly, they could have had that match without the title match. So again, which also proves my points of them not, what was the point of taking away from Jay Uso? But that's just me.
I'm enjoying Jay Uso versus Goldberg better, and purely, I have nothing against Gunther. Love Gunther to death. I feel like Jey. First of all, if it were me, I would have given Jey Uso a rematch and had him take that belt back from Gunther. First of all, if it were me. And second, I feel like Goldberg versus Jey Uso would have probably been a little bit like the match was over. They did good, and all things considered. I feel like if it had been Jey Uso, it would have been a lot more fun.
I don't know. Also, what TNA? I think, like I said, TNA has been putting on some good shows. I know a lot of people not liking that Trick Williams has the belt, the TNA Championship belt, but I cannot also knock that Trick Williams has definitely done stepped his game up.
I don't, I don't have an issue with Trick being TNA champion. The part that gets me is the part that had me like, huh, was JCJ. That's where I'm kind of like, wait a minute, what?
That one is odd, cause but then again, I don't know. I've never been big on JC Jane. Maybe that, and that's just me. It's nothing against her. It's just like I don't
You're
know.
not sold. You're not sold.
Yeah, I'm just not sold. I'm just not
You're not
sold.
sold. It's okay.
Yeah, and I can tell you the exact reason. Well, I'm gonna tell you my reason why. You tell me if you feel the same way. She's she can't. It seems like she can't do anything on her own. That's been the thing for me. Like nothing pisses me off more than a weak champion, and that is and so now you have JC Jane who's literally never won a match by herself as a double champion for two different organizations and shit. No, no. You do that to somebody who's an actual menace, who's an actual threat. I could see if they did that shit with like Overfemi and some shit. Him being NXT and, say like TNA's X Division champion or some shit like that. That would be understandable. It's motherfucking Overfemi. But then you look at JC Jane and it was just like every major accomplishment you've ever had, it's either been a tag team scenario or you had some type of outside interference helping you win your matches. I'm still mad about what they did to Stephanie McMahon. So for me, it's just like she's not a believable champion to me. Take them belts off her. She's not believable.
I'm gonna give her a chance. I'm not sold, but I want to give her a chance.
Also, Dion, I think that take is a little bit hypocritical because literally look at what John Cena's doing. He's literally doing heel shit to win matches on his farewell tour, right? I mean, and you can argue that, he's on his final run and shit like that, but the punch still applies. That nigga literally hit
If
Randy Orton with the belt.
really shady means he's still doing it primarily Dolly.
You know? Because if you don't find JC Jane believable, then I don't find John Cena believable in his current run right now. Because I feel like they're doing the same shit. It's just JC Jane has a faction that she uses to her advantage. And John Cena bought fucking Travis Scott out.
It was really the one and only time he had side help when he first got the belt. Every other time, the main it's been him going.
But
what he cheated to win the motherfucker, him going.
But with JC Jane, I don't even think it's a matter of whether she's believable or not. It's her booking. You feeling what I'm saying? And I think what y'all are saying is she hasn't been booked strong.
Thank you.
I don't think it's a matter of I don't think it's a matter of her not being believable. Her booking is not strong. So she's not a strong champ.
You know what? That's exactly right. That is exactly right.
Because look at it like this, right? You gotta understand something. And also it kind of makes sense because didn't Mandy Rose do the same shit? She was a double champion. Remember?
I was just about to bring up Mandy Rose.
She unified the NXT UK and
NXT titles. Yeah.
So what I think, and also what I think this is too, it's setting up for. It's like I told Ray. I think TNA is gonna run up on NXT.
You know what's funny? Like. As soon as you said that, like the next episode of TNA, it looked just like that too. I said, "Oh shit, Father may be on point."
Like they're preparing for war.
Yeah.
If this don't lead to NXT versus, not NXT, WWE versus TNA for War Games, I'm not interested.
I would love that. I actually would love that.
If it doesn't lead to that, I'm not interested.
I would love that. I don't know why you not knocking that. That is gold. That is money.
Again,
did you say you're not interested?
Not interested. I repeat, if we do not get WWE versus TNA at War Games, I'm not interested.
Okay, I read that wrong. Okay. That's on me. I read that wrong. I thought you said you didn't want WWE TNA as a War Game. Because I was like, there's a story there, especially since Jakara Jackson is now on TNA. And then, like, you put Jakara Jackson and Lash Legends on opposite ends. That right there.
I got. Hold on, wait. You just reminded me about something. What do y'all think of what happened to Alberto Del Rio?
I missed it.
About Alberto Del Rio?
I missed it.
Basically, he just had his last match with what's it called?
Triple A?
Yeah.
Yeah, if he lost the match, he would have to leave the company, and he lost the match, so he's leaving the company.
And I was like, damn, didn't they just sign this? He wasn't even there long. Didn't they just sign that man? Not even a full year ago.
You might see him in WWE.
I doubt that.
Never say never. I don't know. Never say never.
I feel like because they made after the acquisition, they made it a point to get him up out of there. So I doubt that.
One thing I learned about WWE: never say never.
I guess
that's all I'm gonna say. Never say never with WWE. CM Punk was saying never, ever, 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 ever. Look where he's at now.
I mean, the right amount of money can make anything happen, you know?
I didn't even think it was about the microphone half the time. I think it was just how they ran the place.
All right, so CM Punk coming back to WWE is definitely not about the money.
Yeah, thank you.
That shit's personal.
That was personal.
You know,
and if you don't think it was personal, watch Seth Rollins' reaction when he came back.
I can understand that. I can understand that.
Yo, Seth Rollins wanted to throw hands then and there.
Cause look at it from Seth's point of view, nigga. I done risked my motherfucking body, going 100% and 10% at a long rate for this motherfucking company, and then you just roll the red carpet for this nigga after all the bullshit he said. Word. So no, I kind of understand, bro.
Oh, I remember everything Seth Rollins said about CM Punk over the past little while. Like that wasn't. All I'm gonna say is I can tell what was scripted and what wasn't. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Everything about Seth Rollins when it comes to CM Punk is a shoot. Just throw that out there. I'm pretty sure he was throwing real punches to CM Punk too. I'm pretty sure he was throwing. But Seth Rollins said he also said, "I know how to work with people you don't like." So he is the professional. So I give Seth Rollins that.
Yeah.
By the way, Father, I never got your opinion on the Tony Storm Mercedes Moné match since we're still on wrestling.
At All In?
Yeah.
See that? Who won that?
Tony Storm.
Tony Storm. First of all, let me tell you, bruh. I'm going to tell you one of the main reasons why I love that match. It was storytelling.
Yes, it was a lot of storytelling.
Story fucking telling. Bro, Tony Storm is amazing. I think she's the only other woman to match Mercedes Moné in terms of aura. You feel what I'm saying? Now, mind you, Mercedes Moné right now has 8 belts.
Yeah, 8. I mean, let me be sharing about something. With Tony Storm, it's more than just aura. That woman is the pure embodiment of chaos, and I love every bit of what she does. Just who can I compare her to other than shit? I want to say Naomi, in a sense, in a few ways.
You know what's funny? You wasn't even digging the timeless Tony Storm. Dion wasn't even liking the timeless Tony Storm. He did not like it at first.
It grew on me.
Nah, it grew on me. I told you let them cook. I remember that conversation.
I wanted to throw that out there. Not to put you under the bus, Dion, but I had to throw that out there. You didn't like Tony Storm at first.
It seemed, here's the thing. I wasn't feeling that first. It was like something about this feels forced. But as time went on, you know what? Yeah. It was some of the, you know what it was? It was the things that Tony Storm was doing and saying. And it was just like, you know what? She couldn't do none of this shit anywhere else. She couldn't do or say any of this shit on any other program.
I just think the fact that she's funny. I think that's what makes the gimmick work. That she's actually funny. When like she does her promos and some of this shit is like legitimately funny. It's not like forced funny, but it's like, yo, no, that's actually pretty funny when she be talking in her promos. But yeah, go ahead.
It gives old school DX for real, because like where else could she do this shit current day? Because you can say the same thing about, you know, DX back in the 90s. That shit wouldn't have flew anywhere else in pro wrestling. The shit DX was doing and saying. That shit wouldn't have flew anywhere else.
Well, but yeah, go ahead, Father, as you were saying.
I'm sorry, I'm playing Marvel Rivals and someone tried to flank me just now. I just killed his ass. So, bruh, all I'm saying is that match was art. Like, that's one of those matches that make wrestling an art form. Because it took 4 Storm Zeros to put her down. The last one had to be from the fucking top rope. You feeling what I'm saying? And then the little like dynamics and the little personalities that come through while they're fucking wrestling this 5-star match. Like, come the fuck on, bro. That was I feel like that was match of the night. And a very, 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 very close second was that ladder match.
I was about to say over the ladder match.
Very close second was the ladder match.
Over Mox? Over Mox?
Listen, I am like it was just art. You feel what I'm saying? John Moxley, I've seen him bleed before. I've seen Hangman Page and fucking Swerve Strickland bloody each other anymore. They ain't do nothing I ain't seen.
Okay. I was about to ask you, what was your match? What was your match of the year candidate?
Because at first, when I first stopped, when the event was over, it was the ladder match for me, right? So my top three was the ladder match, Mercedes Moné versus Toni Storm, and the tag team match between Swerve and Ospreay with the Young Bucks.
With the Young Bucks. Yeah, that shit was fire.
That was a fucking good match.
That was fire. That match was fire. That's what I said. AEW put on a banger of a pay-per-view. That was like, that might be the pay-per-view. To me, that's pay-per-view of the year.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. Pay-per-view of the year, definitely. But, and the best part is, bruh, they're literally just getting started. You know what I'm saying? The company isn't even 10 years old yet. So, you know what I'm saying? We have a good road among for us. Now, there's going to be ups and downs. Just like with WWE, there's going to be ups and downs. That's why I need people to be patient. Right, Dion?
When you said that, you made me think of TNA.
Yeah, like, you got to give them time to cook. So sometimes it's like I understand y'all criticisms when it comes to certain shit, but you gotta remember these niggas are doing it on a week by week basis. You gotta let them cook, you know?
Right.
And then see what the end product is instead of trying to speculate where they're gonna go with it and shit like that. A little bit of speculation is good, but then people get caught up in their expectations so much that when they start doing shit to build long-term storytelling, you niggas think it's just them being slow or it's just them not listening. It's like, no, they're building foundations. You know, you remember how long it took for fucking Mariah May to get to where she is? It took a whole year. You feel me? So you gotta let them cook. And AEW, as Ray witnessed it, is what happens when you let these niggas cook.
It was great. Like, I didn't even know the build-ups to the promos. I'll be honest with you. I didn't even know the build-up to the promos, but just watching those matches, I was just like, I was in awe. They was, like I said, pay-per-view of the year. All in. Pay-per-view of the year.
Also, I do have to address something about All In. Yo, to Adam Cole, respect.
Yeah.
That nigga shed tears in the ring, bro. He loved this shit. That nigga stood in a stadium full of over 40,000 people and shed tears for the love of the game. I gotta give my respect. I gotta give my hats off to Adam Cole. He's gonna be out. He's gonna be off for a while. He's gonna be on the shelf. He got an injury. After he just came back from injury, shit sucks. You know?
Also, and shout out to Lash Legend. I think they're finally starting to push Lash. I think they're seeing the potential of Lash Legend and Jada Parker, but especially Lash Legend. They're definitely pushing the hell out of her. Her being second in that women's battle royal and Stephanie Vicura winning it. I already knew they had their eye on Vicura, but yeah, Lash Legend.
Renegades for the past like year.
Nah, they like I think Lash Legend, you gonna see a lot of her. They definitely pushing the fuck out of her. So shout out to her. Any last words before we move on to our next topic?
Shout out to Lash Legend. Shout out to black women wrestlers, period.
Oh yeah, black women been killing it this year. Black women been killing it this year.
Like,
That's
for real.
Like I said, it's been a phenomenal year for wrestling. Especially for if you're a black woman, it's been a phenomenal year for wrestling. Because didn't Athena just win something too?
Athena won the contract to face Tony Storm.
Yeah,
She won that match at
that's
in her home state, by the way. She is from Texas.
right. And every time I see Mercedes Moné win another belt, like I'm happy. It shows that yes, you can have success outside of WWE. And,
That's a championship and Angel gets their wings. That's all I got to say.
No, but my thing is, the reason why it makes us so happy, we saw that girl win a championship and then lose it the week the week uh, after.
Too many goddamn times.
You know what I'm saying? Not giving this woman a proper fucking reign. The only real proper reign she got was even during the pandemic when she and Bailey were double champions.
Yeah.
I love it.
You feel
Yeah,
me?
I fucking love it. Yeah. On to our next topic.
Real quick, Farrah, I just logged into Rivals. Kick me an invite when you
I ain't in
finish
that game right now. You gonna have to wait. Can't just
I said kick me an invite when you're done with your match.
There's a lot happening. Forgive me.
I understand.
Nah.
This is a chaotic ass game at times. I
And I'm
understand.
playing Black Panther too, so I gotta like zip, zoop, zoop, zip all over the place.
Oh yeah. If you darting around as Black Panther, you need to concentrate. But yeah, yeah. Just get at me when you finish that match. Let me in.
All right, what's the next topic, Ray?
How do y'all feel about them adding Uno to casino?
Get people shot.
That is going to be one of the most toxic games in that entire casino. I'm telling you right now.
Shot.
I'm telling you right now. That game is going to make everybody fucking salty. That's going to be the Mario Party of the casino. It's going to be easy enough to play because it's Uno, right? You know, everybody and their mama's going to look at that and want to play. And what happens when everybody wants to play that shit? What do you think happened? Chaos.
Chaos.
No. Oh shit.
You know what's funny? You know what I said? Y'all must really want niggas to fight in your casino. That's what I said.
That's the latest simple. They trying to get somebody shot.
Y'all must really want niggas to fight in your casino.
I lost $1,000 because of that skip card, nigga. Square up.
Yo, because I honestly, what rules are going to it? Because if you stack, oh no,
Oh no!
like if you can stack draw twos and draw fours, like yeah, that's all I want to know. What rules are they going with? Because if they're playing where you can stack draw twos and draw fours, and that one person has to draw 20. Oh man!
Nah, they're not gonna do that. They gonna play by the actual rules of the fucking in the manual and shit. They're not gonna do all the extra like ghetto rules and shit. They're not gonna do that. I can tell you that right now.
No one plays by the actual rules. That's why Uno made them cards, which basically said, "Fuck it, y'all do it yourself, because y'all don't listen to us here." Now they actually have like a draw 20 card or some shit like that.
Oh, you talking about now you talking about that Uno no mercy shit with the extra weird cards and shit.
Yeah, I anytime I see someone bring them cards out, I go, no, thank you. I politely decline.
See, I got the
Yeah,
Super
when the
Mario
last time you played
edition
Uno?
shit a couple of weeks ago with some friends. See, I got the Super Mario edition joint with the star card and shit, where you can like block one of the special cards with it.
I don't know. I know my limits. Like I stick to spades. If they put spades in the casino, then we're in business. But I can also see that being toxic as well. Like spades in the casino.
Oh, yeah, because somebody played the wrong thing, freaking. Oh yeah, yeah. Shit. Niggas already fight over shit.
Man, like that shit would be toxic. But yeah, um, I agree with Father. I said that's gonna be one of the most toxic shits that you gonna see in the casinos. There's gonna be fights. I'd rather just stick to poker. You know, especially since it's
Nigga, I just want you to imagine, like, fucking $75,000 is on the line, and somebody just told you to draw a motherfucking four. Nigga, I'm not about to lose $75,000 because of a draw fucking four. It's not happening. That's gonna fuck with you, bro. You gonna think about that, and that's gonna fuck with you.
That's gonna scar you mentally for a while.
You gonna be staring at your ceiling thinking about that shit. I could be $75,000 richer if that nigga would have never told me to draw four. And the next turn, you are gonna win. So you all excited and shit.
That'd be the worst. You down to one card and someone hits you with that bullshit.
No, that's dangerous. That's dangerous.
That'd be the absolute worst. I see someone cry when that shit happened. Like, goddamn.
yeah, this shit sucks. Imagine, imagine.
I don't blame you. And it's just like, you gotta feel for that person in that scenario. I'm sorry.
Yo, shout out to our boy Tyrell. But the first time I met Tyrell, we was playing Uno. I kept making this nigga draw 2, draw 4. Like I thought Tyrell was like,
See, you're the exact player we talking about, asshole.
yeah, but I had the callers, and then the thing was like, cause everybody we play stacks, right? So every time, so I always keep a draw 2, a draw 4, just in case a nigga want to try me. So, everybody, they get to me and they go draw 4, bitch, and I'll go, ha ha, you draw 4, and then it's Tyrell, and Tyrell just giving me the sad face, like, damn, and I'll be feeling bad because like.
You.
My
And
bad.
if it keeps happening, like, nigga, what did I do to you?
It's the only time I ever like apologize to someone for making them draw. It was like my bad, but yeah, go ahead and pick the cards up, my guy.
Yeah, certain type shit is nature of the game, but then there comes a point like, nigga, is this personal? Did I hurt you?
It was nothing personal. It was nothing personal, but he had to draw them cards. It was like, damn, I just met this nigga too.
Well, I think it gets to feeling like it when you're on the receiving end of that shit.
It was like, damn, you don't like me?
Like, you must not like me, nigga, damn.
I know, because niggas be thinking, yeah, goddamn, you don't like me or something? It's not that I don't like you. I just don't like to lose. So you're going to have to get these cards, my guy. So, but other than that, I think it's going to be funny. Any last words before we move on to our next topic?
Oh, shit.
Okay. On to our next topic. Do you care about men? Women are complaining that men aren't approaching them anymore.
Ooh. Yeah, I care.
Okay, let's talk about it.
Hey, repeat what you just said, because my fucking earbuds went out on me when you was mid-sentence. I had to fix my shit.
I said, do you care that women are talking about men not approaching them anymore?
Women have been complaining about that for years. I kind of don't. It's an environment they created. I kind of don't. Especially as a man who's already taken, I damn sure don't.
Okay. Father, What do you,
Before, as a matter of fact.
Father? What is your
It's
thoughts
hard
on
out
that?
here for a Ray, it's hard out here for a romantic nigga, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard. Let me tell you something. I see why most men give up on romance. I see why. You want to know why? Because you come to the realization a lot of people, both men and women, are just poopy heads by nature. Just poopy heads.
They're poopy heads.
It's really hard being a romantic man. Sometimes I wonder, I'm like, what the fuck do y'all want?
Like my man in the Notebook.
You know?
What do you want? What do you want?
Like, I thought a relationship was rather simple. You fuck with me, I fuck with you, we vibe. What is, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody got terms and conditions nowadays. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, why do you have terms and conditions? You don't even make six figures. I don't even make six figures. So I'm a little bit flexible. You feeling what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I understand money is important, especially in regards to a relationship. But that's some shit we can always get. You feeling what I'm saying? Like, this notion that not everybody's always gonna have their shit together. Nigga, you could be a multimillionaire and not have your shit together. You feeling what I'm saying? And it's like you have to keep saying most people don't make six figures. We have to keep saying that. This is not me saying it. This is reality. Most people do not make six figures. You feeling what I'm saying? Now, a lot of people who people like that are in the dating pool and it's making it stink. It's smelly. I can smell your spirit. It's smelly.
Again, a conversation we've had on a couple of different occasions to my memory about women complaining about men not approaching them and shit like that. And it's been said before, y'all done set y'all standards to just the delusion is astronomical for one. Of what these women think a man should and shouldn't be or should and shouldn't have or whatever in order to date them. Y'all done Me Too'd everyone to fucking death to the point where talking to women has become a fucking detriment. Like a man can't even offer a woman no type of assistance, nothing without being labeled as a damn creep. That's why a lot of cats is outright avoiding women. Like it's been spoken about too many times before. We've spoken about this several times before. I think this is our like fourth or fifth time having this particular conversation.
You want to know what the problem is? Most people want to become an extra bill rather than an asset. That's the fucking problem. It's fucking ridiculous, bro. You a grown ass woman, I'm a grown ass
I am not watching my health. Oh god, oh god, oh god, I need to back off. You know what I'm saying? Fuck, they done unhook the nigga, damn.
To me, it always falls down to like, who are you choosing or who is approaching you? Because there's so many people that, people tell me stories and I'll be like, who are these niggas? And I've said this plenty of times. It's not that I don't believe you. It's just that I don't know these people. So, and it seems like the people that you run into, you think that all men are like this, in which we're not. Matter of fact, sometimes when a lot of you women explain to some of the niggas y'all done encountered, a lot of the men go, who the fuck does that stupid shit? It's like, who does this stupid shit?
It's
Who
just
does that stupid shit? And it's just like I don't do that. And then it's just like y'all become this blame game of us checking men there. It's just, I don't be near these niggas. I don't know. And, I've had this conversation before, and I told people I don't know these niggas. I'm not around these niggas. All my niggas don't do that. It's like,
the only thing I'm gonna say is if you keep running into, if you keep dating different people and having the same problem, the common denominator is yo dumbass. I don't know how else that can be put. At some point, motherfucker gotta realize, and this is male or female or whatever in between. There comes a point where a motherfucker got to realize you are the problem. It's not the are are the people you are associating yourself with some shit. Yes, but now comes the question: what is it about you that attracts these ain't shit people? No one seems to want to grasp that part.
You're dusty. Yeah, but like, nah, I definitely understand what you're saying. It's just hard being a romantic man, man.
yo, yes, I'm with you because I just want to be romantic. I want to be a romantic type of nigga. And then like,
Man, and that's what is making it difficult out there for people.
bro, look, even like to the fact that I see this doctor. I don't know if he's really a doctor or not, but he was on TikTok and he was just basically like, how come these women are not like talking, or these women they don't say hello, or when you say hello to them they don't say hello back, and they kind of like curse that man out. It was just like, and then the worst part was they was making it bigger than it really was, like because of their past trauma, and it was just like all he wants to know is why you're not saying hello.
I've seen a video of a dude. He tried to say hello to him and spoke up a conversation with him. This chick straight up tried to fight it.
Yeah, and then when honestly when men see that, and
You and you want to resort to fisticuffs because the nigga said hello. That shit makes fucking sense.
He was trying to challenge him to Mortal Kombat.
oh man,
Like, is this how? Do you come from a culture or family where this is how women choose their husbands? Trial by combat, nigga, down.
Yeah.
yeah, got it. Some of these people are crazy. Some of these hoes are crazy. Bitches be tripping. Shoot. Look, like I said, I'm with father. I just want to be romantic. I like.
Another thing I want to bring up, you be seeing the videos of a guy taking the girl out to like like a regular ass place. It could be like a cheesecake factory, or it could be like a Applebee's or like a movie theater or whatever. And then like it'll be a video of the girl just shitting on the location. You know what I'm saying? And I'd be like, bro, first of all, I really want to believe that these are skits, because I don't want them to push this narrative that women are just supposed to be these ungrateful, you know what I'm saying, jerks. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of videos of people just being jerks on dates. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like I think that there is also an agenda to like perpetuate the gender wars.
Yeah.
Because if you perpetuate the gender wars, you can make money off of that. And if you make money off of that, especially in the political space, especially in the podcast space where most young people are listening to podcasts more than ever before, you got an audience,
I'm gonna just outright say this part, man. Social media has poisoned the dating scene. Social media has straight up poisoned the dating scene, and in a bunch of different ways.
How so, Dion?
Yeah, I don't know about that. social media is the symptom. It's not the disease. This was gonna happen with or without social media because the problem is the culture in regards to how we see ourselves being worthy of dating. Social
Right.
media just contributes to that, but it's not the cause. Because it'll be just the same argument with guns, right? If you're a responsible gun owner, then you're a responsible gun owner. You have nothing to do with people who irresponsibly use a gun. They just so happen to have guns just like you have guns. So then the problem should be who is able to gain access and if they're of sound mind. You feel what I'm saying?
Uh-huh. I've made
So,
this thing. I've made this thing before in regards to that. Like you know what? You're right. You're right. I retract my previous statement. You're right. Because the thing I've always said about that argument when it comes to guns and shit, a gun is a fucking inanimate object. If I sit it on the table and don't touch it, it ain't gonna do shit. But if I pick that motherfucker up, I point it at someone and pull the trigger, now you have a problem.
this has nothing to do with the final words, but I just countered the fuck out of that alt just now. It was beautiful. Anyway, nah, just niggas is game goofy, bruh. It's Revenge of the Nerds all over again.
I
It's
remember
literally that's the dating scene. Revenge of the Nerds.
I saw that shit.
Oh, so driving while black case number how many? Listen, at this point, what can we say? Realistically, honestly. Coming from all the Rodney Kings and Philando Castiles and what's left?
I, you already know how I get down.
Yeah.
I'm just
I saw. Go ahead, Dion. Go ahead, Dion.
that young man didn't leave that situation alive. Because we see how other scenarios involving black men and the police went. So I was just happy that man. What happened to him shouldn't have fucking happened in general, but he came out that motherfucker alive, thankfully.
I'm gonna say this: if it is not obvious that the way policing is enforced in this country is a problem, I don't know. I just simply don't know. Maybe people are just cool with unregulated, state sanctioned. I don't want to use the word surveillance, but policing. You know,
The whole point of I I think the whole point of the police having the right system that they have was to you know keep keep order within the police themselves. But whatever.
Look, I was obviously I'm glad he's getting the justice that because that shit was like not uncalled for because the nigga was just standing there and you could tell they was just going off on him and it's like I wanted. I think a father done said it, but I'm gonna just say it. I wanted to be pissed. I wasn't, but I was like, God damn, it's another thing is driving around black, and it's just like people were still justifying it. And to me, that was the problem. It's just like I think that's the part that no matter how numb I get, that part still triggers me because you're watching them doing nothing. You're watching him doing nothing, and yet you see him get punched in the face, and yet you still want to try to justify it. He didn't even use force, like, and there was people trying to justify it, like, and then people saying like he got what he deserved. I was like, what did he get? This shit was uncalled for. Like he wasn't even resisting. Most people say you shouldn't have resisted. He wasn't even resisting. They busted his goddamn window. And then,
Oh, they're gonna argue about that too. A lot of people are gonna say that he was.
he, there was no resistance out of that whole thing. So it's just like
All I
I
saw
saw
was him tell that cop he didn't have to get out the car.
he was asking for the supervisor. If I'm correct, he was asking them to bring the supervisor, and like he was asking questions, they didn't answer him. So it's just like I need to see a supervisor. So like it's just one of those things where like no matter how many times I see it, that's the part that triggers me the most. It's just like, nigga, you don't just see what I see, and it's always like the cone, like
Fuck that Spider-Man.
the cones.
Get this thing away from me, though. God damn.
It's always the cone people that just like it's the ones that I have to have this argument with. But I think I need to stop doing that just so I won't get triggered as much anymore. Because it's just like, what is the point? It's like you're gonna have your side, and it's whatever. So any last words before we move on to our next topic?
No, honestly, I don't have anything else to say.
All right. Now this to me, okay, to me this is just this is more or less of a question I might be asking y'all because um, I don't know. I remember like I know this is like a long time ago. I've been holding this question for a while, but because of situations, we just finally get to talk about this. But there was at the BET Awards where Consonant saw Wale, didn't know who Wale was, and kind of like Wale had to like, yo, you made me look crazy, and he was like, I didn't know who Wale was and all that stuff. And then I'm seeing, I don't know if y'all saw it, but it was just this one dude. He was trying to argue that Chris Brown was better than Michael Jackson, and half the times I was just wondering like, yo, what are we teaching our youth? Or are we even teaching our youth people? Because I can understand not understanding, knowing all the artists, but you cannot tell me like you didn't know, especially Wale, because Wale had hits. Like you couldn't tell me who Wale was.
He had great hits.
He had great hits. You couldn't tell me you didn't know who Wale was. And it's just like, what are we teaching our youth? Are we teaching our youth anything? Because I don't know about you, Father, but I know growing up, I had to know Earth, Wind, and Fire. I had to know Temptations. I had to know the Jackson 5s. I had to know like some of these artists that push them. And I feel like when it comes to our generation to the next generation, we're not teaching them anything. And this is not even just music, but like history. It's just like, are we? I don't want to answer if we fell in our youth. I just want to know, are we teaching them anything?
Yes, we are.
Okay. What is your thoughts about that?
We are teaching them because they are watching us. You feel what I'm saying? They're following our example. So if we fucked up, they're gonna be fucked up as a result. Mr. Miyagi said something in Karate Kid. There's no such thing as bad student, only bad teacher. If you don't intentionally build an environment for the children, it's going to reflect in their decision making and their social skills when it comes to other people in regards to where they are within their environment. And I don't think we have equipped ourselves with the healing, not the knowledge. We got the knowledge part. We got niggas that got degrees, and we got niggas that can babble on the stage about how to raise your money 7 different ways. We already got all that. But what about the motherfucking just the basic shit? You know what I'm saying? Building institutions from the ground up that are sustainable and not just about extraction and the way that we see others. Because look at what's going on in this country right now as a result. You know,
Facts.
it's like you said, you was born on Earth, Wind, and Fire and shit like that. That mean you want to know what that is, Ray? That's culture.
Right.
You grew up on Black American culture because Black American culture is diverse.
Where did my
Black
health go?
American
That
culture
fucking
has a lot of
shit.
layers and nuances and things like that, and it reflects even in the music. Sometimes niggas want to listen to R&B. Sometimes niggas want to listen to gangster rap. Sometimes niggas want to listen to neo soul. Sometimes niggas want to listen to house music. Sometimes niggas want to listen to reggae. Sometimes niggas want to listen to Afro beats. You feel what I'm saying? Just because these things are from different places doesn't mean that you don't have you can't have a resonance with that culture, especially if it's other Black people. You feel what I'm saying? So with you growing up with all of that, right? That gives you a foundation to appreciate that thing and to have it live on within your own, you know what I'm saying, within your own household. So you grew up on it, so your son is not going to grow up on it. You feel what I'm saying? That's how you keep those traditions alive. So if the older generation is not intentionally creating a framework to pass down that shit and to sit these motherfucking young kids down and be like, hey, listen, this is your roots. You feel what I'm saying? There used to be a time where everybody had to watch Roots. It was like a tradition.
Yeah. I had to
Everybody
watch
had to sit down and watch Roots.
I had to
Right.
watch Roots.
You feel what I'm saying? So, and let me ask you, Ray, was it an easy watch?
No, it's not.
No,
Roots is not an easy watch.
it's hard on purpose.
It's
You feel what I'm
reality.
saying? It's reality. This shit fucking happened to our people. It doesn't matter how you feel about it. Doesn't matter if you're sad. Doesn't matter if you're angry about it. It happened. This is the reality that we're currently dealing with. Let that example and let that tradition affect you in a way that's going to affect your decision making. And if there's a case where it didn't happen, then the only thing that we can do is blame ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Because Star Trek also taught me something. You could do everything right and still lose.
Sports taught me that.
I felt that. I felt that.
Sports taught me that.
You know what I'm saying?
Sports taught me that.
You could do everything
Mhm.
fucking right and still lose. Michael Jordan can
Taught
play
me
the
that.
fucking championship game and score 95 points and still fucking lose. Does that mean that he's a bad player? No, it doesn't mean that he's a bad player. Doesn't mean that we did anything wrong. We lost. I don't think we can analyze the loss and we can see where we went wrong and shit like that, but we lost. You feel me?
Yeah, sports taught me that. Matter of fact, when I don't know if you remember, but remember the time that me and you was playing Allen and Isaiah in Smash or PM, and we got so
Yeah.
close,
Yeah.
and like I was pissed. I was pissed.
And it's because and I mean, but it's like we got so close, but us being close was proof that, you know what I'm saying, we came a long way.
Yeah.
You feeling what I'm saying? So I wasn't mad at it because even like it didn't matter whether you fucked up or I fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like what matters is the fact that we were either gonna share the W or share the L.
Yeah. Because that match, I felt like neither of us did anything wrong. But obviously, it's Isaiah and Allen, and they know how to play. But I was just like,
Yeah, you know that you worked hard, so you wanted that W.
yeah.
Can I share a story?
Go ahead, share it too.
Just kind of what y'all said. So I game with my son sometimes, right? I taught my son to play Pokemon. I played a near perfect match against this kid, and it came down to the wire, but I still lost. And here's the thing: at the end of the game, I wasn't even upset. because I took it like this. This just means I'm a good teacher.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. So, is it, yeah, because I don't know, because look, I can understand you can honestly you can like Chris Brown better than Michael Jackson. That's a preference. I ain't gonna knock you as a preference, but even Chris Brown wouldn't fix his mouth saying that he's better than Michael Jackson. Like,
And that's purely out of respect.
and that's clearly out of respect. Shaq is the same way. He says, "I'm not better than Kareem." He'll tell you that. Even though he's the most dominant NBA player, he tell you he's not better than Kareem. But
There's an interview where Shaquille O'Neal straight up said, if I were to rank myself as who was the greatest center ever in the NBA, I'd be number 3.
yeah,
And he started listing all of his own flaws as a player.
yeah, and then but it's just like I don't, and maybe it's just me, and this is probably where the bad teacher comes in because I don't see none of our people talking about our generation of music as we're growing up, like where we took it from the ancestors and some shit like that. And usually when we talk about it, it's made fun of, but like just like okay, like the last time we did a podcast, and the lady was talking about can we stop doing DJ hits from like 2012, and it was just like that's where the hits is coming from. Y'all don't make no music now. And it's just like why they don't make no. God,
Your shit sucks.
yeah, it's but it's just like, but that time, and I was telling people, well, that time they was making quote unquote club bangers, as in bangers for the club. So y'all don't really make music for the club no more. So, but even then, it's just like the Wale's, the J. Cole's, the Drake's, and how the Big Sean's, the Big Chris's. Like it don't even have to be like the big three, but even like artists that's not the big three that made hits like Wale and Big Sean and Wiz Khalifa. It's like you couldn't tell me like We Them Boys was like a global hit or Black and Yellow. It's like that was a major hit. How does that? I'm sorry, the thing just punched me out the air, and I'm wondering how the hell and I'm playing Stone. Thing just I'm like, how the hell does he do that? But anyway, yeah, it's just one of those things where it's just like, are we teaching the youth something? Because I feel like like I said, you should never fix your like even like Castanet, and I know Castanet. Everybody's like he's 23, he's young. It's just like, and this is maybe this is me coming in like. Do you know how much shit I had to learn at fucking...
I have to say this real quick. Age can't always be an excuse.
Yo, the thing is whipping my ass. How the fuck?
Age cannot always be an excuse.
I hate that. Honestly, I hate that. And I understand. Look, I understand that sometimes it is the answer, and I'll take it as an answer. But also, I do kind of look at it as an excuse sometimes. But it's just like, come on, bro. Like there's some.
In this case, it doesn't apply.
It's a cop. It's a cop out. I feel like a lot of times you would say shit like that. It's a cop out.
In this case, it doesn't apply. That age shit doesn't apply because music is accessible to everybody now.
It's like I was like, because I know people that never seen Michael alive know who Michael Jackson is. But we can't talk about or like hell, I'm like there's people not alive knowing who Michael Jackson is. There's people that's never played video games know who Mario is. It's like I don't want to hear. It's like I don't want to hear that. It's like my niece knows a little bit more about Sonic than most grown-ups do, and she's 10. And honestly, I do think like some people just maybe we're not good teachers. Honestly, it's like the more I'm thinking about it, and Father done said it, maybe we're not good teachers. So it's just like now I'm really looking at us because it's just but every time I get the chance, it's just like I play my music around it. It's just like especially when you hear beats that come out today, it's just like, oh, where does this come from? I usually tell people it's just like, okay, like this is where it came from, or I give you the source, because it's just like. But to me, I just like when people produce music. Like my favorite thing to look at is like how did they make those beats? I don't know if y'all ever just like gone through when they was like, oh, how did these beats were made, and they was like they was going through like old jazz records, and then like that's how they make the beats or some shit like that. You be like amazed like how the fuck, and you be like how the fuck did you make that out of that? It's like to me that's art in itself. That and it's a lost
Taking
art.
shit somebody did and flipping it.
Nigga, my favorite Ice Cube song, that was my favorite Isley Brothers song.
You talk about today
That's
was a
what?
good day.
Yes.
Yeah,
It
okay,
samples
but
Whispers in the
that's good. But you can hear where the sample comes from. I'm talking about Mob Deep, Shook Ones,
Yeah.
like or
I know the sample for that one. I can't think of the title of the fucking song. I've heard it before.
or like, and I know you hate this. You're not a fan of this artist, but how Kanye West. Look up how Kanye West man stand up, and you be like, what? Or like the artist Jay Dilla. Jay Dilla is like known for like pulling something out of like you be like, how the fuck did you find this? Like that's the type of shit I'm talking about. Like, but don't get me wrong. Today's a good day is a good sample because I think a lot of people don't sample Isley Brothers and shit. So
Yeah, but the thing is, you have to be a student in order to innovate.
yeah,
Innovation is a student's job. It's not the job of the master, it's the job of the student. The only thing the master does is make the person aware. We have to make them ignorant. We
Right.
can't we can't direct them. We show them the way, we don't direct the way to them. Because we're also on our own journey too.
right.
Just because you're an elder doesn't mean you have it all figured out. It just means you're on level fucking 70.
Right?
You feel what I'm saying? Even if you did hit the level cap, in your like, let's say you hit, even if you did hit the level cap, that doesn't mean that the game is over. You know what I'm saying? There's end game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And do they open end game content for motherfucking beginners? No, that shit's for the season.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah. Any last words before? I think we got one more. Yeah, I probably got one more thing. We can shut it down. Any last words before we move on to our last topic?
No bad thing as bad student, only bad teacher.
Mr. Miyagi. Yeah. Have y'all watched the Mortal Kombat 2 trailer? Or do y'all really care
Yes.
about that?
Yes, I
I've
watched it.
seen it. I thought, what did they do to Jade? What did they do to
Oh,
Jade?
so we're starting with that? Is that what we're gonna start with?
Bald
They did
head.
to Jade.
Bald head.
My
like
second
bald
favorite
head,
female Mortal Kombat character. No, this is so disrespectful.
Brody don't pay for shit. I got a bald head. Bald head. Y'all can take it wherever you want. But if you want to talk about bald head Jay, we can talk about bald head Jay.
They made Katana's my wife, and they made my mistress a fucking skinhead. I can't. That scallywag. I can't.
Bald head, scallywag. Ain't got no head in the back.
Nowhere in the back, in the front, the top, nothing. It's just going.
So you're not digging bald headed Jay, Leon.
No.
Oh my god.
And the part that pisses me off, the girl is actually cute. What's her name? What's the actress's name?
Gabrielle.
Right, she's actually cute. It's just why they shave your head?
And
They
you
didn't like
wanna
her in Intergalactic.
fucking hell, Dion. You want to know
Huh?
what Dion just did? Dion just did something. Dion just accomplished something today in this Discord.
What did
He
Dion do?
literally said everything that I was going to say, word for word.
What? Oh, you not digging bald headed Jays as well?
Ray, let me explain something to you. Jade made her debut in 1992. Right?
Yes.
That character is over 30 years old.
Yes.
When have you ever seen her bald?
Never.
I'm not starting today. And the sad part is, Ray, it has nothing to do with the actress. It has nothing to do with her whatsoever. It's not her I'm upset about. I love the fact that she's playing Jade. I think she should stay. I just disagree
Put a wig on the bitch.
that she should have been bald. She has way too many iconic looks and hairstyles along with those looks. You remember MK Deception Jade with the long fucking hair?
Yes.
You know they still haven't beat that. They still haven't beat that design to this day.
That's the best Jade design.
The best Jade design to this day.
Think of the options she had in 11.
I like 11 as
All
well.
the different shit you could do for her in terms of clothes and shit. Like what?
Oh man, y'all. Oh shoot. You know it's okay. Cause shout out to Clarence, aka Shiny Wolf. He's with y'all. He don't like bald headed Jade. That's the first thing he said. He said, "Who the fuck is that?" They said, "That's Jade." He said, "No, it's not."
I would have, I would have believed, I would have believed it if someone told me that was supposed to be freaking Melina, and she had just came about the flesh fix or something. She wasn't, I'd have believed if they said, oh, that was supposed to be another Melina or whatever, and just like an incomplete version of Melina or some shit. That would have been understandable because I know Melina's backstory and how she was originally created and shit. But no.
Listen. The rest of the trailer was decent. You feeling what I'm saying? I still wish The Miz was our Johnny Cage.
That was second. That was second. But go
I
ahead.
was trying not to say nothing about that.
Father, we here right now. Father, we here right now.
He's perfect. That's my only thing. He's literally perfect.
Right.
He's literally
everything
right
about
there.
me screaming Johnny Cage.
The Miz is
Everything
literally
about
Johnny Cage. And bro, it's Carl Urban fatigue, bro. Because isn't he in The Boys?
I like him too. I like Carl Urban, but yeah. I was like, oh man, this is definitely the Miz's. This is the Miz. This should have been the Miz.
Oh, he was gonna get the role. I actually thought he was gonna get that shit.
Even the Miz knew that this was like something that.
He's a major movie role because all anyone knows him for movie wise is the Marine movies. He needs another major fucking movie role.
He was right there, bro. And I still want Paul Heyman to play the Penguin in a Batman anything.
I blame the wrestling community for that. I blame the wrestling community for that. We didn't scream loud enough for Miz to get that part. We didn't back Miz up the way we should have. I feel like that's something we
Dion, you know good and well it got nothing to motherfucking do with that.
Yeah, I agree with Father.
You know good and well it has nothing to do with that. It don't matter how many times we babble to the fucking people. They're not gonna hire someone just because people want them in the movie.
I guess.
Why do we have 3 supports? Oh my god.
So I'm basically y'all. I'm about to repeat the same thing y'all said, but I saw bald headed Jay. You know, the first person I thought of was like Shiny Will Clarence. I was like, Clarence is not gonna like that. And I'm a
No.
I'm a stickler for lore accuracy. So like, I'm not gonna say it didn't bother me, but I was like, damn, I wish she had hair because I didn't like Father. I didn't mind a woman playing her, but I was like, God damn, put a wig on her ass or some shit like that. Like, give her a wig. Hell, if you at least give her short hair or some shit like that, I'd have like let that slide. But bald, because everyone was calling her Quan Chi.
Yeah. You want to know the first thing I thought when I saw that shit?
What?
Oh my goodness, she's a man. I done went to third base with a damn Frenchman. Oh shit!
The Rush Hour 3 reference related this.
Like, am I wrong?
She got anything else but beating his ass.
Oh.
Look, as far as the trailer go, at least like doing it with Johnny Cage as like the main character, I thought it fits well. I still wonder what's going to happen with the dude Cole. I know people don't like Cole, but I was like, you already kind of put him in there, so I was like, what the fuck are you going to do? I saw that I saw they brought back my boy Kung Lao, so I feel like I'm going to be excited and disappointed again, like last time.
So it just if he's back, don't kill him again.
Y'all gonna hear me
They
curse people out in the
if they bring him
theaters.
back just to kill him again, I'm honestly be angry.
Y'all gonna hear me curse people out in the theaters. Cause we're like, yeah, cause y'all already know I'm gonna cut out. I'm Stan. So I'll be like, yeah, they kill him off. I'll be like, man, fuck this movie. That's gonna be me. Y'all gonna
I'm a Sub-Zero guy. So I'm gonna say, even though Sub-Zero died, at least he went out like a gangster. He ain't run.
I mean, that's B Han. You like B Han and Sub Zero?
I like Sub-Zero in general. I like the story of like that mantle in general.
Well, that's fair.
Now, what they're gonna do with him with Sub-Zero going forward, we just gotta wait and goddamn see. I'm skeptical on whether or not I'm even gonna see this movie purely based on what they did to fucking Jade. I'm so angry about that shit.
I mean, I'll watch it just to watch it, but bruh.
You know what? It's out of principle because I already watched the first one. I'm gonna watch out of principle.
Brody don't pay for shit, nigga.
I'm gonna treat that the same way. I'm gonna treat that like I treated on X-Men Dark Phoenix. I already watched the rest of the series. I'm gonna watch it purely out of principle.
Nigga, I got a bottle.
It's one of those just see it through to the end. I already watched everything else.
I said that. Yeah, I'm with Dion on this one. I'm just seeing it. Got to see it through, my boy. Who the fuck is hitting me? I swear to Jeff the Short.
We don't have any healers, by the way.
Why do we not have a fucking? Alright. Backing up the spawn. I'm tired of this shit. I'm switching characters. I'm sick of this shit.
I don't know. Y'all
We
know I'm
really,
stuck in the choke
we really
point,
don't have a
man.
motherfucking. Alright. Niggas, I swear. Alright, I'm bringing Adam Warlock. I'm sick of this shit.
Thank you.
Did Spider-Man just solo ult? Yes, he did. You are a bitch. I was the only one. Oh shit. Any last words before we move on to our final thoughts?
No, not really.
Bald head, scallywag. Ain't got no hair in the back. Jailed up. Weave up. Your hair was messed. Boy, please, whatever.
I was not to be disrespectful about this shit because again, I don't take issue with the actress herself.
I don't
So I'm
think no
trying
one
not to
has
be
an issue with the
disrespectful.
actress.
It's just,
But I don't think people like bald headed women except for Amber Rose. Oh my God, why is no one yo? Why is no
It's
one
not
bald?
even about it's not even about a thing against bald headed women. It's just like Father said. Since when has Jade ever been fucking bald? Since the fuck when?
Not
Bald.
Refresh
my
my
Jake.
goddamn memory, because I know my shit ain't. I know my memory ain't the motherfucking best. So remind me, goddamn it.
Bald.
Fire!
I gotta get all the bald jokes out. I'm so...
Nah, do the ball jokes because why?
Okay, we killed Just the Shark. Okay, on to our final thoughts, and I'm going to. Oh my fucking God, Moon Knight. On to our final thoughts. We'll start with you, Dion.
Okay, so I asked about before we started recording the shit. I asked if we were gonna talk about the WNBA and shit. I just want to say one thing briefly about that situation. Justice man this shit and get it over with. At this point, Justice man the WWE, the WNBA, and get this fuck over with. There, I don't know where to start with that. Honestly, y'all don't get the viewership to make the money that y'all think y'all deserve. You ain't got that type of viewership to generate the money that you're asking for. No, it's not happening. And then you're acting like you're hurting someone's feelings by threatening to not show up to games or do whatever. And it's like I repeat, barely anyone watches y'all. So whose feelings are y'all really hurting? Who are y'all hurting except yourselves? Be lucky that I mean, not be lucky. Be grateful that you're getting what's being offered to y'all now, and just build off of that. And just stop at this point. That's it.
Bitch better have my money. Is that it, Dion?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ray, you funny as shit.
Bitch better have my money. Pay me what you pay me what you owe me. Don't act like you forgot. Oh, Father's
Do you
over.
know the backstory behind that song, by the way?
Someone owed him money.
Yeah, that was a diss track towards her fucking accountant because her accountant stole some paper from her.
And the thing, we're never
That's
gonna hear
honestly
Rihanna
one of
music
her worst
again.
songs too. Let's be real.
Oh shit!
Let's be fucking real.
The,
I fuck with
just when
that.
I thought I couldn't love Rihanna any more than what I already do, now that I know the story behind that song, just I respect the pettiness. I respect the fucking pettiness.
Like blah blah blah. Okay, Father's on you.
Um, First things first. R.I.P. to my goat. R.I.P. to my goat, Daddy Lumba. We lost our Michael Jackson. This is like losing Michael Jackson all over again. Yes, it's that serious.
Talk to him. Talk to
That
him.
shit fucking hurt. You feel
I
what I'm
don't know.
saying?
I don't know who he was personally, but like I from I saw the outpouring of people who were who were into that particular genre of music or whatever. So yeah, I understand.
That shit fucking hurt, bro. 60 years old, and he was going to do a tour in the U.S.
Damn, just like Michael.
You know what I'm saying? So I just want to give an RIP to my legend. He will forever be immortalized. You feel what I'm saying? Like we all feeling it right now.
I'm
Definitely all the
talking.
time.
I just beat the brakes off the thing. Fuck that nigga. Sorry, he was pissing me off. Another thing playing
Dion
on
is,
that last game was
Dion
getting
is
on my
beating
nerves.
up the thing while I'm in mourning.
Shit.
Um, also, shout out to Nigeria. The Nigerian women's team just won the African Women's Cup. You know, they beat Morocco 2-3. They came back because they were down 2-0, and then they scored three. So shout out to them. Oh, did y'all hear about Sierra?
No, what about Sierra?
But she
She is now a citizen of Benin.
Oh, congratulations to Sierra.
nice.
Yeah, she got
I'm in
Benin
down.
ancestry, which explains a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Mm.
You know, so yeah, shout out to Benin. Shout out to Black people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's all I got.
Okay. Also, rest in peace to Michael Jamal Warner. Um, one of the, he was under the Cosby umbrella that, he was trying to have positive images of black men on TV, or just black people in general on TV. Um, Most people don't understand how important it is to lose a brother like that because he was really trying to fight for like us not be stereotypical Negroes on TV or fighting Negroes or just ignorant Tyler Perry characters. And I like Tyler Perry, but we also can see like he makes the same shit. But Malcolm Jamal Warner, there's times where like all of his shows, like he tried to put a positive, make give brothers a positive outlook, and he should be celebrated as much as Bill Cosby because, like I said, he was under that umbrella, and he he, he tried to, and I think he was successful at it. Because I feel like I don't know who's going to be under him, but that's something that should be celebrated, in my opinion. So rest in peace to Michael Jamal Warner as well as Ozzy Osbourne. I made a
Yes.
joke.
I was just about to say something about Ozzy.
Yeah, I made a joke about Ozzy Osbourne because that's it. That man has taken every drug to man. What killed him? It's just like, it's like, I don't know what killed him, but the fact that this man took every drug to man and bit the head off a bat and still survived with a lot of stuff. I was like, you would have thought this man was immortal. Damn, the mortal Hulk Hogan, you would have thought this man was immortal. Because this man was just, ooh. But, yeah, rest in peace to Ozzy Osbourne as well. Also, um, for my actual final thought, uh, I've been seeing a lot that a lot of people think Obama's been trying to like push a gay agenda or something like that because he's saying like black people should have gay mentors or little young black boys should have gay mentors and all that other stuff. So as curious I was wondering where it was. It came from Michelle Obama's podcast with her brother, and Obama was on there. I'm disappointed in a lot of you black men because y'all just I could tell y'all didn't watch the full podcast. Because one, he was talking about black boys and community and trying to develop a community for black boys in general. So for one, y'all don't, because I feel like a lot of people think he was just trying to push this agenda of single mothers or some shit like that. He wasn't. But the one that got me the most was like people like, oh, he said Obama said you should have a gay mentor. He never said that. He never said you should have a gay mentor. He said he had a professor that was gay that he liked, and like anytime he would say something ignorant, he would point him out. And he said you need people that will like challenge you on your views and then point out some of the ignorance. That has nothing to do with having a gay mentor. That's telling you to open your fuck.
There
He
you
was
go.
cutting up real bad.
Damn.
Again, you was sounding like Dollop Internet.
Yeah, y'all was too. That was shit. Oh, God, I'll look back on this and then I'll edit it, whatever. But yeah, what I was trying to say is a lot of y'all missed the whole point of what he was saying, and it made me disappointed because y'all did the same thing Black women did with Tyler Perry and the whole light bill thing. Like y'all missed the whole point of what he was saying. Y'all just and the black woman was focusing on like them. Y'all did the same thing with him saying like he had a gay professor. Y'all just assumed he was talking about having a gay mentor. So, and like a lot of y'all just, like I said, a lot of y'all missed the point. So I'm disappointed in that because I people it's like I don't know people just like you want to take something and run with it. But I've said two. It kind of proves two things that people don't really like Obama for some reason, especially black men. Y'all really don't like Obama. And then the other thing is that y'all, there's a lot of black men that focus more on gay shit than y'all lead on, especially like y'all see Zaya Wade and y'all just like have a fit or some shit like that, or it's just like y'all have these stupid ass think pieces of what's killing the culture, what's feminizing black men and some shit like that. Do I believe there's a feminization of black men going on? Yes, but I don't even think it has anything to do with gay men. Because I can show you a bunch of gay men that act like you or me, but you would never know that they were gay. Like if you ever seen Flame Monroe, a full transgender person, and has the most conservative views, that you would have thought that God damn, it's like even though he looks transgender, he has the same views as most black men do. I'm gonna pick.
I think it's a case of um my bad. I think it's just a case of niggas' priorities just not being in the right goddamn place. You're concentrating on the wrong shit.
I just don't think niggas just like Obama. It's for some reason it seems
I
and
mean that's part of the equation too, yes, but like again, I think that just to me it feels like motherfuckers priorities is in the wrong places. It's like okay, yeah, he's gay, fine, whatever, but what is he doing? What is a person doing or saying in that mentorship role? Is he a good mentor? You know, is he actually giving the person he's mentoring, good advice? What is he teaching these motherfuckers? That should be the issue. Scrap whether or not this motherfucker is gay.
thank you, Dion, because I was going to say this. Look, I would rather have a flaming twink that will have my back and um,
Damn.
I'm just saying though. I would rather have a flaming twink that will have my back and will never like just lead me to the wrong direction than some macho man looking nigga that will stab me in the back the first chance he get. And then plus also, and I said this, there's a dude in that like he's super feminine. Like he dress in girl clothing, he wear crop tops, he look like a straight female, like all twinky and all that other stuff. This nigga is straight, and he's sleeping with women. Like he's straight. He's not even down one. The nigga is straight.
He's what's the word? Metrosexual?
Androgynous, androgynistic. He's beyond androgynistic because androgynistic is like you're blurring the lines between men and women fashion. No, this nigga dressed like a damn woman. If I can find it, I will show it to you. Dion, this shit will blow your fucking mind. Like you would think like, oh, the first chance you get, oh, this nigga is super gay. No, the nigga is straight, and he tell people all the time, no, nigga, I'm straight. I'm just really feminine. Like I swear to God, like this shit confused.
Hey, first of all, women's clothes, high heels, and the whole nine. And he stayed with a baddie, so I'm not shocked.
And there you have it. But I just want people to like um, one open your ears because like there's no way we should be misconstruing the main point of what he was doing because the whole podcast he was actually dropping a lot of gems. If y'all watch that podcast, it's a little boring to watch. I'm not even gonna hold you because Obama's brother not really the best speaker, or he's not really exciting to watch, but like Obama himself was dropping gems. And yes, I've always called myself an unapologetic Obama defender, but even then, it's just like he was dropping some gems that I felt like a lot of y'all would pick up and be like, oh shit, especially when it comes to the community. But that's just my thoughts on that, and I'm gonna just leave it there. Gentlemen, I know it's been a while, but I appreciate y'all coming on the podcast. Um, and I would like
Of
to
course,
thank you
anytime.
because I know we've been busy. I know a lot of stuff been busy. I know I've been busy, but it's always good to have y'all on here. And as usual, I'd like to thank the panel for jumping on the podcast as usual. I would like to thank all y'all for listening to hear us talk our shit again. This is, you know what, let me just say podcast, and we are signing out. Peace.